Special Report. The impact of recent U.S. job growth trends on the average American worker. In April, the U.S. economy witnessed a less robust job growth than anticipated, adding 175,000 non-farm payrolls compared to the projected 240,000. This figure not only fell short of market expectations but also signaled a shift in economic dynamics, with the unemployment rate inching up to 3.9% from a forecasted 3.8%. This development is crucial for understanding the implications for the average American worker and the broader economic landscape. The current employment landscape. The latest data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics illustrates a mixed picture of the labor market, where job creation did not meet analyst expectations. Notably, sectors such as healthcare and social assistance continued to show strength, adding significant numbers of jobs. However, the rise in the overall unemployment rate and a tick up in the more comprehensive measure of joblessness, which includes discouraged workers and those in part-time positions for economic reasons, to 7.4%, marks the highest level since November 2021. The stability of the labor force participation rate at 62.7% indicates that the workforce size remained consistent. Yet the quality and security of jobs might be under question as more individuals fall into part-time or less secure employment categories. Economic implications for workers. For the average American worker, these shifts suggest several key trends. First, the slower rate of job growth coupled with a slight increase in unemployment could point to a cooling labor market. This may lead to fewer opportunities for upward mobility and job security, which are critical for economic confidence and consumer spending. Additionally, the minor increase in average hourly earnings by 0.2% from the previous month suggests that wage growth is not keeping pace with inflation, which remains a concern despite recent slowdowns. This stagnation in wage increases, when juxtaposed with the cost of living, effectively means that even those employed might not feel economically secure. The inflation-adjusted earnings might be lower, leading to tighter household budgets and decreased discretionary spending. Market reactions and Federal Reserve policy. The market's response to these figures was cautiously optimistic, with stock futures rising and Treasury yields falling. Investors seem to be betting on a Goldilocks scenario where the economy grows steadily but not explosively, potentially forestalling further aggressive interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. However, for workers, the implications are mixed. On one hand, steady interest rates can mean lower borrowing costs and more investment. On the other, without significant wage growth, long-term economic prospects may appear bleaker. In conclusion, the April job report has crucial implications for the average American worker. While certain sectors continue to grow, the overall slower pace of job creation and modest wage increases suggest a challenging economic environment ahead. This scenario requires careful navigation from policymakers and businesses alike to ensure that growth translates into real economic benefits for workers. Sector-specific impacts. The uneven growth across various sectors paints a complex picture of the American job market. Healthcare and social assistance sectors led the way with substantial job additions, indicative of ongoing demand in these fields. However, this growth isn't uniform. While healthcare added 56,000 jobs and social assistance 31,000, the retail sector and transportation and warehousing saw smaller increases. This disparity underscores the varying stability and growth prospects across industries, which directly affect workers depending on their sectoral employment. Stability and growth in healthcare. The robust job growth in healthcare is a reflection of the aging population and the increasing need for health services. Workers in this sector might see more job security and potentially better wage prospects compared to other industries. However, the high stress and emotional toll of healthcare jobs, especially in post-pandemic conditions, add layers of complexity to what at first might seem like a favorable employment scenario. Challenges in retail and transportation. Conversely, the retail and transportation sectors, though still adding jobs, face significant operational challenges including automation, shifting consumer habits, and economic pressures that influence job stability and growth. Retail workers, often dealing with erratic work schedules and lower wages, might not feel the economic recovery as acutely as those in burgeoning sectors. Similarly, transportation jobs are heavily influenced by fluctuating fuel costs and global supply chain issues, which can lead to job insecurity. Personal stories from the ground. To illustrate these disparities, consider the stories of two workers, Maria, a nurse in a large city hospital, and John, a retail store manager. Maria has experienced increased demand in her workplace, leading to overtime hours and job security, but also significant burnout. Meanwhile, John has noticed fewer hours available as his store cuts back in response to decreased consumer spending and an increase in online shopping. These personal experiences highlight how macroeconomic trends trickle down to individual livelihoods, affecting their economic stability and quality of life. The role of government and policy adjustments. In light of these sector-specific impacts, there is a critical role for policy intervention. Government initiatives to provide job training and reskilling programs are essential, especially for workers in sectors that are experiencing slower growth or are prone to disruptions from technology and globalization. Furthermore, strengthening social safety nets can provide a buffer for those impacted by economic transitions, ensuring that the workforce can adapt to changing industry demands without significant personal or economic loss. Future outlook for the American workforce. The evolving job market landscape in the U.S. presents a mixed outlook for the future. As certain sectors continue to expand and others face increasing challenges, the trajectory for workers is anything but straightforward. Understanding these trends and preparing for the future requires a multifaceted approach involving individual initiative, corporate strategy, and governmental policy. Technological advancements and automation. One of the most significant factors shaping the future job market is technological advancement. Automation and digital transformation are expected to continue disrupting industries, leading to job displacement in some areas and job creation in others. Workers in sectors like manufacturing and retail, where automation is more prevalent, may need to adapt by acquiring new skills that complement these technologies. Green jobs and sustainable development. Conversely, the push towards sustainability and green energy presents opportunities for job growth. The shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources is anticipated to spur job creation in new industries, such as solar and wind power installation, energy efficiency auditing, and sustainable building practices. Workers who can pivot to these emerging fields may find robust career paths with long-term stability. Implications for policy and education. Given these trends, there is an urgent need for comprehensive workforce development policies that emphasize education and training in high-growth areas. Government programs should focus on providing accessible training in advanced digital skills, renewable energy technologies, and other forward-looking industries. Furthermore, policies aimed at supporting transitional workers through subsidies, unemployment benefits, and job placement services are critical to smoothing the economic adjustments. Preparing for economic shifts. For workers, staying ahead of economic shifts means continually enhancing their skills and staying informed about industry trends. Lifelong learning should be a priority, and leveraging resources such as online courses, workshops, and community college programs can provide the necessary tools for adaptation. Moreover, networking within chosen fields and related industries can open doors to new opportunities and provide crucial support during transitions. Conclusion of the report. As the U.S. job market continues to evolve, the average American worker faces both challenges and opportunities. The key to navigating this complex environment lies in adaptability and proactive planning. For policymakers, crafting responsive and dynamic labor policies that address the needs of the workforce is paramount. Together, these efforts can ensure that the American labor market remains robust and capable of supporting its workers through the economic changes ahead. This report underscores the importance of understanding and responding to the nuanced shifts in employment trends, emphasizing that the path forward involves concerted efforts from all sectors of society. By fostering a resilient and adaptable workforce, the U.S. can look forward to a future of sustained economic health and opportunity for all its citizens. For further insights into the evolving landscape of the economy and its impact on workers, stay tuned for additional market analyses and commentary from Sales Hospitality. Remember, staying informed is key to navigating these challenging times.